Paddy McCarthy is preparing to take charge of Crystal Palace's visit to Everton on Monday night. Roy Hodgson is said to be recovering well after his health scare during Palace training on Thursday morning, though was still awaiting results in hospital according to the most recent update from the club.
Hodgson was taken to hospital after collapsing during the training session. The former England manager, 76, has agreed to step aside from his role as manager, with Austrian Oliver Glasner having agreed to come in as the new boss. However, Palace are aware of the sensitivity around announcing a new manager given the delicate situation, meaning it is unclear when the former Eintracht Frankfurt coach will be confirmed in the role.
That means Glasner, who has agreed a deal until 2026 worth around £4 million a year, will not be in charge at Goodison Park on Monday. The Eagles are just 5 points clear of Everton in the relegation zone after a dire run of form.
Players had a scheduled day off on Friday, as they always do ahead of a Monday night game, while McCarthy and Hodgson's longtime assistant Ray Lewington are expected to take training today and tomorrow. McCarthy has previous experience of leading the team, having done so away to Arsenal last season after Patrick Vieira was sacked and prior to Hodgson's return to Selhurst Park.
Fellow Premier League managers have been offering their support to Hodgson after the shock news this week. Most read in football RASH crash sale. Marcus Rashford is flogging wrecked £700,000 Rolls-Royce for fraction of price. Physio room injuries suspensions for GW24. Latest on Trent Alexander-Arnold and more. Looking ready. Sky presenter Melissa Reddy branded flawless as she shares workout snap. New Look Championship Club announced £60 million takeover as US businessman strikes agreement. Roy Hodgson's record at Palace. H's had 2 spells at Selhurst Park.
2017-21 games, 162 win percentage, 33% goals per game, 1.2 goals conceded per game, 1. (5, 2023-24 games, 38 win percentage, 32% goals per game, 1.3 goals conceded per game, 1.
West Ham boss David Moyes, who has a close relationship with Hodgson, said, "I am hearing he is fine by what I have heard, so I am hoping that is the case." "I have always said I don't know if I want to be working at Roy's age, that's for sure, but he is someone who loves the game and his longevity has been incredible in football."
Roy Hodgson, very grateful to be honoured with CBE. Tottenham's Ange Postecoglou added, "It is a weird sort of occupation we have. There are not many where people pretty much dictate or try to create a narrative where you are pretty much finished and also putting up your replacement.
Roy is still in the position, but that is the way of the world nowadays. I guess we sign up for it, so everyone kind of expects it." But I don't think it diminishes Roy's standing in the game in any way, and above all hopefully he bounces back quickly.
Who is Oliver Glasner? Former defender Oliver Glasner is a Europa League winning manager. The Austrian, 49, spent his entire playing career in his homeland, and was a one-club man, playing 516 times over 19 years for SV Ried.
But he was forced to retire in terrifying circumstances when he developed a brain hemorrhage after heading a ball in training. Emergency surgery saved his life, but it spelled the end of him playing career, aged 37.
Thankfully, Glasner recovered and embarked upon what has become a very successful coaching career. He reached out to Ralf Rangnick for a job and became sports coordinator and assistant manager at Red Bull Salzburg.
Glasner was handed his first managerial role at former club SV Ried in 2014, guiding the club to a sixth-place finish in the Austrian Bundesliga. He then moved on to LASK, where he served as both manager and director of football between 2015 and 2019.
During that time, LASK won promotion back to the top flight and returned to Europe before a second-place finish in Glasner's final season in charge. Following his success at LASK, Glasner moved to Germany with Wolfsburg in 2019. After securing Champions League football in 2021, the Austrian moved to Frankfurt.
His maiden season with the club would end with European glory, as Frankfurt beat Rangers on penalties in the Europa League final. The triumph earned the club their third European trophy and first since 1980. Glasner left the Eagles last summer after a seventh-place finish and a run to the Champions League last 16.